Once upon a time, you see, in a strange land not far away, I met perchance a little bee upon a most unusual day. And when I asked her who she was, she told me, Maya, no other bee could ever be like Maya. Maya, why you question me? Why is no answer for a bee? My, she's always in a pretty pickle, Maya, helping someone else's little Maya. Maya, everyone loves Maya. Maya, 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 come tell us what you see.
Wait a minute! Oh, stop that! Ah, very good, yes. All right, very good. That should work. Now, well, aha! I need a lens. You need a lens for a telescope, but one's not enough. A second lens is necessary for a telescope, of course. Lens, a second lens. Oh, really, there's so much rubbish here. But where can the second lens be? Oh, this is very strange. It must surely be somewhere. My tail feels a bit hot. Oh, hello.
Hello, Alexander.
Well, you're lucky you can have a bath in the middle of the afternoon.
Well, I actually...
What's that strange thing you've got there?
That's what we call a telescope.
I beg your pardon?
We can observe the clouds and the stars with it. At night, for instance, you can see the stars with it that you can hardly see with the naked eye. It's not quite finished yet. It needs one more small item, but then you're welcome to have a look.
We're on our way to a picnic. Do you want to come along? Alexander, didn't you hear me? Do you want to come with us?
No, thanks very much, but I would like to finish my telescope.
But the weather is so beautiful today. Leave that funny thing now and finish it tomorrow.
We've lovely cake and honey in our hamper.
Doesn't that sound good, Alexander? Please come. Hurry up now.
It's very nice of you, but I'm not coming.
Maya, if he doesn't want to, leave him. We'll manage the honey without him.
We won't force him. No mouse can be forced.
Well, if you won't join us... Let's go. You can still come later if you want to, Alexander.
Yes, all right.
What a beautiful view, isn't it? Delightful spot, the ideal place for a picnic.
I agree that the view is fascinating, but I think we should start. Please. I'm also one who's impressed with the beauty of nature, but you can't fill your stomach with nothing but a beautiful view.
That's wonderful. At last there's someone who thinks the way I do.
Anyway, the cake will dry out in this heat. We should eat it at once.
And practice fighting.
We have fainted.
Very good.
Hello? Come on, everybody. Everything's ready. You can come.
Oh, I hope you also brought spinach pancakes for me. I'm so fond of them, you know. Yup. Yup.
Attention, men! Stand up!
We're standing.
Out to the bull! March! Left, right, 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 left, right.
Oh, those clouds don't look so good.
Huh? Let's finish eating before it starts raining.
Oh, I've just felt a drop of rain.
Oh dear, and I've gone and left the washing on the line at home.
Oh, quickly, let's find some shelter.
But where? But where? Oh!
Come here, everyone. I found an empty tin. We can all fit inside.
That's splendid.
Right, men, into the tin.
Into the tin.
Can you imagine such a beautiful picnic spoilt by the rain? It's really very annoying. One should first inquire after the weather.
Quite right, but everyone always just flies off.
That's what I say. It's Maya's fault.
How can you blame Maya for an unexpected thunderstorm?
Will you keep your big mouth shut?
Ooh! You can't do this in a small tin!
I can't stand it! Stop this at once! Mrs. Ladybird, why don't you bring up your children properly? You are their mother after all. Of late, they've been behaving very, very badly.
We all know how you like to exaggerate. Please, children, do be quiet. You heard him. There's someone here who always has to complain. Here's
complain?
you, Mr. Flip. I've noticed it before.
I don't have to take this from someone like you.
Would you please like to explain that to me, Mr. Flip? What do you mean by someone like me,
Such nonsense.
Why do you always have to start fighting? You should play with a ball. That's very good for the nerves. Oh!
Stop it! Stop it! It cannot be good for anyone's nerves.
Cat, darling, please don't shout like that.
There's no point in starting to fight with each other. I'm also sorry about the storm. Thekla was probably right. I should have made inquiries about the weather.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Oh well, even the clever mouse didn't know that there was going to be a thunder and lightning storm.
Do you think so?
Of course! You don't have to apologize to anyone.
Children! Why didn't I think of this before? I'll play you something. One of my latest compositions.
No, please don't, my dear. I'd rather risk wet feet and trousers than have to listen to your screeching noise.
I've always known you don't appreciate my music, but after all, you are only a simple grasshopper.
I think lightning struck the tin! Help!
Left 2, 3, 4, left 2, 3, 4, left 2, 3, 4. What a terrible storm we had this afternoon, and now there's this beautiful sky. I wonder if Alexander's finished his telescope.
Orion can be seen quite clearly tonight. It's you, Maya. Well, what can I do for you?
Did you know that the rain spoilt our picnic, and now everyone's cross with each other?
Now you're coming to me to ask me to make peace. That's right, isn't it? But I can't interrupt my exploration of the sky.
I do understand, but I want everyone to stop fighting and be friends again.
Take my advice, Maya. Don't get so upset about it.
But Alexander, I think it's all my fault because I didn't inquire about the weather.
Yes, Mother Earth often likes to surprise us a bit. I must say, I much prefer the majestic calm of the sky. Peace enters one's heart while observing it. Yes, what I say makes sense. Come on, have a look. Just relax and observe those magnificent stars.
Oh, well, I must say what I'm seeing isn't so beautiful.
Not there, up to the sky. Now, what's it like?
Oh, I've never seen the stars so close before.
Those 7 stars next to each other have the shape of a large scoop. Can you see that?
Yes, I
That
can.
constellation is called the Great Bear or the Plough.
Constellation?
Yes, a constellation is an arrangement of stars that can take on several shapes which we can compare to something else. The cygnet, for instance, reminds us of the shape of a swan, and the constellation that resembles a bull we call Taurus, of course.
How lovely.
Yes. According to ancient history, the shepherds in the fields thought of these names.
Did they really?
And how many are there?
I don't know.
There are 88 constellations.
Good grief, so many. Fascinating.
You see, you've forgotten all your worries while stargazing. That's very natural. What's a small fight here on Earth compared to heaven's greatness, or compared to the beauty of the stars?
Oh, you're right. If we show the others the stars, do you think they'll be friends again?
A wonderful idea. And tomorrow night, there'll be something that's very good for peacemaking.
Oh, what will it be?
No, nothing.
The telescope will help us.
If only you knew how beautiful the stars are when you look through it, how peaceful you feel.
And you think it'll calm us all down a little.
When you see the stars in the sky, you forget your troubles on Earth.
I'm very sorry, Maya, but I can't share your belief in the stars.
But I'm telling you, I was feeling very sad, and after I looked through the telescope, I felt quite cheerful. I'll go and tell the others.
Ridiculous telescope.
Are you still cross with each other?
Well,
Then you should come and have a look at the sky through Alexander's telescope.
Alexander's telescope, explain that to me again.
It's an instrument for observing the stars. If I were you, I'd go and have a look. Ask Alexander.
Well,
Apparently, there's something very special to see tonight. Well then, I'll meet you later at the entrance to the flower garden.
I've never heard of such a thing in my life. Should we go along? What do you think, Effie? Huh? This is madness.
Hello, Maya.
What? Oh, it's you, Willie.
Yes. Where are you going? You're in a hurry again, as always. Come and sit with me and relax for a while.
I'm exhausted.
What have you done that has made you so tired?
Well, I've been trying to make peace. Since early this morning.
I see.
I'm sure everyone will be friends again after they've had a look at the sky through the telescope.
You're joking.
Of course, you're probably against this telescope because Alexander made it.
You make me laugh. You think they'll all be friends again only because they'll look through that funny mouse-made thing called a telescope?
Would you rather they stayed angry?
I didn't say that.
Oh, Willie, we can't just give up and do nothing at all.
Well, then look through the telescope.
You're a real spoilsport, do you know that?
And you, what about you? You always have to listen to what that arrogant, all-knowing mouse has to say.
Why don't you also try and invent beautiful things? Now stop moaning and come with me.
Who, me? No, thanks very much.
Willie, you're coming with me, do you hear?
Yes, all right, I'm coming.
Well, you did a good job, Maya. They all came, didn't they?
Almost everyone.
My dear friends, Maya has a very good idea. And that is that you'll forget all about your stupid quarrels when you look at the stars.
What an imagination.
I shall gladly lend you my homemade telescope. You can observe the heavens and the stars in all their majesty, and then I'm sure you will realize that your own fights and arguments seem very small and petty. Am I right, Maya?
Mm-hmm.
I would be very happy if my small invention will help you all to become friends again. So help yourselves, my dear friends.
You first, Pup.
No, thanks very much. After you, please.
How about you, Flip?
No, I don't want to jump the queue.
Then I'll go and have a look through it.
Is it all right for children?
Oh, this is beautiful. The stars are so near you almost think you can touch them. Can I also have a look through it?
Stop that immediately, everyone mad! Well, Mr. Alexander, I must say, I don't think your stars are all that big.
But you're looking from the wrong end.
Oh, is that what I'm doing? How stupid of me. Wonderful. This is something quite different. What are those stars called that are so close to each other?
They're called Gemini. They say that if you look long enough at these stars, you feel quite romantic.
Is that true?
Yes.
Mrs. Ladybird, would you please let me have a look now? Oh, I can only see the moon. What's happening? It's not so bright anymore, and it's
Oh,
smaller.
what nonsense is that? Let me see. You can't see straight. Ah! He's right. The moon is slowly disappearing. There's a piece missing. Ah! Well, can you believe that? Another piece is gone.
I don't know.
Mommy, we're scared.
I'm not normally the fearful type, but I don't think that this is a good sign.
Well, there you are. You insisted on coming here. I told you from the beginning I didn't like stargazing.
Alexander, I hope you haven't called the wrath of the stars upon us with this telescope of yours. Heaven only knows what this invention may be. We don't want anything to do with it. We're innocent.
Alexander, please explain to them what this means. You know so much about the stars and all these things. You know very well. Why don't you tell us why the moon is disappearing?
That's right, I know. Although I'm not quite sure about it.
I wonder what sort of trouble he's got us into. Oh, there. It's almost gone now.
Now the moon's gone and it's quite dark. I'm frightened.
Yesterday we had a thunderstorm from out of a clear sky, and now the moon disappears. I hope this doesn't mean floods or some other catastrophe.
Oh, no.
But can you imagine if this were really true and we all had to die now?
What?
Yes, I mean, can you imagine how bad that would be if we hadn't all become friends again first?
One friend.
Flip, you've spoken like a wise man.
Well then, if it's true that we might die tomorrow, then we should all make friends again before the world comes to an end.
Yes, I also think that's best, so let's forget our quarrels and all be friends again.
Yes, And if the world doesn't come to an end, it's also not a bad thing. We'll be friends in any case.
To celebrate this important moment, I think I'll play something for you. All right, then I won't. I don't want to spoil the atmosphere.
Well, I think these are the worst 24 hours we've ever spent. Is that right, darling?
Luckily, we've always loved each other.
Listen, everyone, cheer up. Perhaps it's not as bad as all that. Don't give up so easily.
I can feel it. The end is nigh.
Ah, where's my beloved Frida? I wish I could be with my Rita. I want to go and be with my Frida!
And I thought it was all going to be so beautiful, but if we're going to die...
If I'd known that I was going to die tonight, I would have had another really decent portion of honey.
What's happening? The moon's coming back!
Yes, it's here again.
Hooray! The moon! Beautiful! What a marvelous sight!
The moon is back again and we didn't die! Oh.
Hurrah! Hurrah! Frida! Frida! Frida!
It ended well. I'm so glad.
Let's stop a minute. You're perspiring, my dear.
You're such a handsome couple.
Shall I tell you something? I've quite forgotten what it was like when we were cross with each other.
Yes.
Everyone's friends again. I'm so happy. Oh, what sort of book is that? Must be very interesting.
You can read everything about the moon and the stars in this book.
Do you know what I think? You know exactly why the moon disappeared last night. Am I right?
Of course I know. It's a phenomenon that occurs sometimes when the Earth casts its shadow onto the moon, and it's called eclipse of the moon. This shadow darkens the moon. Then it seems as if it has disappeared, but it's still there and shining, although you can't see it anymore. Do you understand that, Maya?
No, not really.
I knew from this book that the eclipse of the moon was coming.
Well, then you deliberately made everybody afraid. That's bad. But I'm sure you meant well. Now they're all friends again,
That's
luckily.
right.
That was very clever of you. Oh, the clouds are lovely.
Clouds, clouds are drifting in the sky, but tell me why are they so high? I don't think it went like that.